Property rights of non-resident Nepali citizens in Nepal. NRN citizens can acquire property in Nepal through A. Purchase, B. Partition, C. Inheritance. The Non-resident Nepali Act 2008 provides for two broad categories of non-resident Nepali NRN. A. Foreign citizen of Nepalese origin. B. Nepali citizen residing abroad. Section 7A, as introduced by Nepali Citizenship First Amendment Act 2079, provides for NRN citizenship in Nepal, where NRNs are permitted to enjoy social, economic, and cultural rights. Governing laws. The following laws governs the property rights of NRN citizens in Nepal. Number 1. Constitution of Nepal 2015, Non-resident Nepali Act 2008, Non-resident Nepali Rules 2009, National Civil Code 2017, Foreign Investment and Technology Transfer Act 2019, Foreign Investment and Technology Transfer Regulations 2021. What are the modes of property acquisition by NRN citizens? NRNs can acquire property in Nepal through following modes. Number 1. By purchase. Number 2. By partition. Number 3. By inheritance. And number 4. By investment. Number 1. By virtue of purchase. NRNs shall submit an application to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs Ministry for obtaining prior approval for purchasing land in Nepal. What is the procedure for land purchase? The procedure for land purchase is briefly explained as follows. Step 1. Application must be filed at the ministry mentioning details of location, area, and the price agreed. Step 2. Application to be revised if required and permission granted by the Secretary of the Ministry. Step 3. Registration of land by the concerned Land Revenue Office. Step 4. Blue-collar certificate issued by Land Revenue Office in name of the buyer. What are the documents required to be submitted for land purchase residential purpose before the ministry? NRN intending to purchase land in Nepal must submit the following documents at the ministry. Number 1. Land purchase application. Number 2. Copy of NRN identity card. Number 3. Copy of the foreign citizenship certificate and passport. Number 4. Original landlord land registration certificate Lal Purja along with its copy. Number 5. Copy of the landowner citizenship seller. Number 6. Copy blueprint of the trace map for buying house. House blueprint must be included. Number 7. Receipt of land tax payment of current fiscal year. And number 8. Copy of the building completion certificate. Number 2. By virtue of partition. According to Section 433 of Muluki Civil Code 2017, if a foreigner acquires a share of property through partition or inheritance in Nepal, that property cannot be transferred or registered in their name, and they are not allowed to benefit from its income unless permitted by the government of Nepal. However, this restriction does not apply to a person who holds non-resident Nepali citizenship. Thus, persons having non-resident Nepali citizenship are eligible to acquire property through partition. Number 3. By virtue of inheritance. In the event of NRN's death, their property in Nepal can be inherited by their legal heir who holds an NRN ID card. In the absence of such an heir, inheritance will be governed by the prevailing laws. According to Section 433 of Muluki Civil Code 2017, persons having non-resident Nepali citizenship are eligible to acquire property through inheritance. Number 4. By virtue of investment. Like any other foreign investor, FITA permits NRNs to make investment in industry in following firms in Nepal: share investment in foreign currency, reinvestment in an industry of dividends derived from foreign currency or shares, lease finance, investment made in venture capital fund, investment made in listed securities through secondary securities market, investment made by purchasing shares or assets of a company incorporated in Nepal, investment received through the banking channel after issuing securities in a foreign capital market by an industry or company incorporated in Nepal, investment made through technology transfer, and investment maintained by establishing and expanding an industry in Nepal. NRNs are not permitted for making investment in the sectors provided in negative list of investment pursuant to Schedule 1 of the FITTA. What are the provisions of the Muluki Civil Code 2017 concerning property rights of NRNs? The Muluki Civil Code 2017 has the following provisions pertaining to the acquisition of immovable property by foreigners and NRNs. Section 432. No one is allowed to transfer any immovable property to a foreigner without first obtaining permission from the government of Nepal. However, if a person has acquired non-resident citizenship of Nepal, the transfer will be governed by the applicable laws. Section 433. If a foreigner acquires a share of property through partition or inheritance in Nepal, that property cannot be transferred or registered in their name, and they are not allowed to benefit from its income unless permitted by the government of Nepal. However, this restriction does not apply to a person who holds non-resident Nepali citizenship.